Hi everybody, it's Nikki here from Sheila Nix, and today I'm going to be talking about how I did on my goals for July and what my goals are for August. So I am using the Goals with Laken system that she released for the public for this current quarter, which is quarter 3 of 2023. And while I was doing that, I had to decide what my 6 core goals were for the year. So I took all the goals that I had set at the beginning of the year and kind of consolidated them into 6 overarching goals, which were to develop knowledge, to make our home more ideal, to focus on our finances, to focus on the basics of my faith, to prioritize my wellness, and to strengthen my relationships. And from there, I decided what my quarter 3 goals were going to be. And I decided that developing knowledge was something that could wait until quarter 4. It wasn't something that I felt had to be a priority over the summer and during the first month of school here. So for my faith goal, I decided to focus on the 2 T's, which in my faith are the temple and tithing in my head. And then for finances, I chose to track and tally our spending for this quarter. And for our home, I chose make our home tidier and keep the pet smells down. We have 2 cats and 1 dog that live in the basement, and it, along with 3 boys, so I can get kind of aromatic down there. And for relationships, I chose strengthen my home relationships, so relationships with people that live in my home. And for my wellness, I chose give my body proper fuel and to do routines regularly. So for July, I broke those down and I decided for my one-time steps, I needed to tally my spending. I needed to pay tithing, which you can see I did half of it. The other half was delayed by a week, so that will get done in early August. I actually went on 3 different trips to the temple, I think, but I had to do at least one, and I definitely did that. I did my mental health plan. I needed to create a new plan to help manage my mental health when it's not going well. I spent time with all 3 of my sons, like dedicated time with just them. I did it more than once, but this is just me making sure that I keep it in mind. I did something with a friend. I texted my friend Alicia that lives 6 hours away from me a few different times that month. And I made sure to email my friend Christy, who also lives 6 hours away. And then my weekly steps were to make sure the cat litter got fully changed once a week. It gets scooped daily, but it gets fully changed once a week. And that happened every week. My middle son is in charge of doing that. The dog crate had to get cleaned every week, and my oldest son did that, and change the coffee. So we use coffee as a deodorizer downstairs. It's literally the only thing we do with coffee in our house. We actually don't drink coffee, but it works great for deodorizing and just helping with that pet smell. And we did that every single week, and it's been working great. I made sure that I tracked our spending every single week. I did it more on a daily basis, but it was just to make sure at the end of each week that it was up to date. Attending church, so that first one, I actually lucked out and made it for the last little bit of church where my mom lives, so I actually got to count that. And we did make it for sure that Sunday. I watched one of these from home, I think. I'm trying to remember, and one of them I was really sick, so I got to be like, it's okay, you're really sick. You didn't have to go when you're sick. You don't want to make other people sick. For date night, we made sure we did at least one a week. For tidying my office, so you can see here, I got 100% on that. I'm so proud of myself for that. I can't work in a disorganized space. It royally stresses me out. So that was important for me to do. And I also made sure that we got a 10-minute tidy done on the upstairs of our house, which is our main living space, every single day except for that day there. And here, hydrating 6 cups. So before this, my goal was to have at least 5 cups of water a day. And I did really good with that because that's what my main water bottles hold. And it was like, as soon as I went past what one of my water bottles could hold, my brain was like, does not compute. So I did really bad on it this month, which is awful because it was a really hot month and I really needed to be hydrating. So we'll be making changes to this for August, which we will talk about in a bit. And then also my intermittent fasting, you can see I didn't do very good. I don't know, it's summer, things are weird. Half the time I don't feel like eating during the day because it's so hot, so then I would eat late at night and it just didn't work very well. So that is something that I noticed I need to focus in on more for August. For my AM routine, including prayer, I got almost 100%. I missed 2 days there and one there, which is actually my husband's birthday. It's so funny that it happened that way. So yeah, I did really good with that and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then here for my PM routine, you can see I definitely did it more often than not, which is amazing for me because that is the one I really struggle with. Like I just get in my head and I'm like, I'm done for tonight, bye. So yeah, I'm really proud of how well I did with that for this month. So that's how I did for July. And then I'm going to just skip ahead in a second here and show you August. All right, so for August, this washi is not staying here. I ordered washi from Planner Kate a few weeks ago to go with August, but it hasn't got here yet. I'm expecting it either today or tomorrow. But I live in Canada and she ships from the States, so sometimes depending on how the mail is going, that can take a while. So for August, I was doing my August overview in my goal planner, and some of the things that I said I was looking forward to most for this month is less chaos. My July was incredibly chaotic, and also my youngest son's first youth camp with our church, so that's exciting. And I noticed that some things that might make it hard at some points to do my goals could be the heat, depending on how it goes this month, my motivation, my stress level, and also just my general health. When my fibromyalgia is bad, it makes it difficult to keep up with my goals. So I did say that I wanted to focus most on my wellness and my faith goals for this month. So that would be these blue ones down here and the teal ones there and there. So I'm just gonna go through these and talk about what I have in here and what maybe changed. So my temple trip, I already have that scheduled, and when I pay tithing is already scheduled just because I typically do it on paydays. Tally July spending. So that had to get put in August because I can't tally everything for July until the first day of August. So that got done already. And then tally August spending, just because of how this week works out, it will be part of this. And then finish a diamond painting. I had been working on one of those paintings where you place the little diamond things in it. And I actually finished it already. So I got to mark that off. And then time with each of my kids and do something with a friend. We actually already have that scheduled for this Friday. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, my husband and I, with a couple friend of ours. So, and then for my weekly steps, to attend church, to track our spending, to change the coffee, to change the cat litter, clean the dog crate, and to contact at least one of my friends that live where I used to live 6 hours away. And then my daily steps. So I consolidated all my different chores things into just daily chores. So that would be like my office and the 10-minute tidy and stuff like that. And then for relationships, instead of doing weekly date nights, because we are good about spending intentional time with each other at least once a week, was to use the Paired app every single day. That's something I've tried to be really good at, and we've learned a lot of things about each other through it. So it's been a really fun app for us to use together. And then my AM routine, again, I didn't write and prayer on there, but I know I consider it to not be complete if I have not said my morning prayer. And then I talked about how I was going to change my hydration. So I am going back down to 5 because I would rather have it like 1 cup less than where I would maybe have wanted it last month and still feel achievable than to have it feel like, well, this is going to be too hard because it's more than 1 bottle, so I'm just not going to do it anyway. So that's been working so far, going back to just like, okay, I just have to finish my whole water bottle or my whole large cup with a straw. And what also has been helping is we have bought a big jug that we keep water in our fridge. And so when I can just go and get very cold water first thing in the morning, that helps me a lot to actually want to drink it. All right, and then my PM routine, which is like the same as last month, and fasting. And like I said, this is going to be one of my big focuses this month, is trying to do this at least 5 days a week. I mean, in an ideal world, it would be every day, but I want to get it at least 5 days a week. And the only reason I haven't checked it off for the 31st yet is I am filming this on the 1st, and I don't check off the day before until I hit the end of my fast on this day. So for whatever reason, that's how my brain has decided to do it, and I haven't quite hit that hour yet, but it will be like within the next hour that I get to check that off. So that's kind of how things are planned out for my August goals. So anyways, I will leave a link down below for where you can buy Laken's goal system. I highly recommend it. It is perfect for me. I actually had started the year using the Moxie Life system, and it just, for my brain, didn't work because I needed all of my steps all together, whether they were like a one-off, a weekly action, or like something I do every single day. And also just, I felt like I had to fill everything in Moxie Life and have like 5 goals in each category, and it just became too much. It was overwhelming, and my brain didn't like it. I think it's a fantastic system. I would highly recommend it for anybody else who feels like that system would work for them. It just did not work for me. But if you are like me, especially with ADHD brain, I feel like Laken's system is perfect for that. So I absolutely love it, and I'm looking forward to using it for the rest of this quarter and moving forward. Anyways, that will be everything for this video. If you want to, please feel welcome to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye.